to see, like, it's like when Conor knocked out Jose Aldo. You ever see that shit where he was practicing that? He was like, no doubt.
But he was better than Conor overall because his wrestling
his career was certainly better than Conor's. But the thing about Conor is in that first round, particularly, he's so explosive and so quick.
Timing too. He comes in with the timing on fucking like dialed right in.
And that touch of death. He's got these big ass hands and he just fucking launches them at people. In that first round, he's one of the most dangerous guys alive.
For sure.
He's so good. And it's just, I wonder how he's going to come back with that leg break. Here it is. Here's him practicing. Like he's doing like how Aldo moves, and then he's doing how he moves. Bam! That's it. This Conor McGregor fight in July is going to be fucking bananas. It's going to be bananas. I mean, people are going to go crazy for the return of Conor McGregor because he's a giant personality.
But don't expect the same thing.
How could
you just can't.
He hasn't fought in 5 years,
that's
right?
Exactly it.
It's been 5 years.
But that's the problem.
It might be more.
Because they're going to all expect that.
I think it is a little over 5. It's almost 6, I think.
It might be 6 at the time of the fight.
It might be. I think it's 5. I think it's 5 right now.
Are we expecting to see a Conor that looked like Nate this last fight? Or are we expecting to see a better Conor than someone that looked like Nate? Because Nate did not look good.
No, but Mike Perry did. And Mike Perry looked like a fucking murderer.
You know what I mean? Like
Mike Perry is a murderer.
He's a murderer.
And this is
such a savage.
You take a look at that, and when you're taking an older fighter, which Nate is now, and you're
21. You're 5 fucking years ago, July. So it literally will be 6 years.
Yep. But when you're
it'll be 5 years. It'll be 5 years.
When you're taking a younger fighter and putting them against the old dog, it normally doesn't end well for the old dog.
Well, the thing is about Max Holloway is like Max Holloway isn't that much younger than Conor.
He's not.
But the thing is, Max has been in constant high-level competition the entire time. Won the BMF fight, beat Dustin, like constant high-level competition.
That's right.
It's a different thing.
And I honestly believe him at 155 is the best thing for him.
Absolutely.
But he's not 155 in this fight.
This is 170.
But honestly, he might even be better.
No weight cutting at all.
Just no weight cut, just kind of walk around.
And also, knowing this is such a high-profile fight.
It reflects both his star power and the UFC's continued reliance on proven pay-per-view attractions during its biggest events. Even after a lengthy layoff, McGregor remains one of the few fighters capable of attracting attention far beyond the core MMA audience. From a competitive perspective, the discussion surrounding potential opponents also highlights the UFC's challenge of balancing risk, entertainment, and sporting credibility. Max Holloway has emerged as the frontrunner. A rematch carries genuine intrigue because their first meeting took place in 2013, when both men were still establishing themselves. Since then, Holloway has evolved into one of the sport's most polished strikers, while McGregor rose to worldwide superstardom before stepping away from regular competition. After an extended absence from the octagon, Conor McGregor appears completely focused on preparing for his massive challenge against Max Holloway. The pressure surrounding this fight is enormous, as the combat sports world waits to see whether McGregor can truly return to the level that once made him one of the biggest stars in MMA. From demanding gym sessions to intense sparring, every part of his preparation suggests he is determined to prove he still belongs among the sport's elite.
We all expect Conor to come back, the same Conor that knocked out Jose Aldo. Boom, it's just a different Conor. That Conor was in it. That Conor was living it. He was training every day, trying to improve his mobility, trying to improve his speed, trying to improve everything. This is a different Conor. Max Holloway still training. We're going to see a vintage Max Holloway. I don't know if we're going to see a vintage Conor McGregor.
Most people would consider Max Holloway a better striker and more durable than Charles Oliveira, but it did not look that way in that fight. And now I look at this matchup and I'm like, is Max really that much better than Conor McGregor? Can he really avoid getting stunned at some point in 2 rounds when it's happened to him in every single fucking fight for the past 2 years? Is it actually ridiculous to say Conor McGregor, with his specific skill set and the fact that, let's be fucking real here, Max Holloway's not going to go out there and chase takedowns against Conor McGregor? If anyone's going to get a takedown, it's more likely to be Conor McGregor based on their first fight. I don't really want to go there, but that is something you could mention, right? So let's look at this match realistically, right? Conor McGregor, what are his weaknesses? Calf kicks. When have we ever seen Max Holloway sting somebody, break them down with calf kicks? He's a lot more likely to throw body kicks and oblique kicks and head kicks, right? So take that away from the McGregor loss to Poirier that people will bring up, right? And even then, that third fight, that's not a loss. That's an injury. Okay, Poirier was winning the first round. We have no fucking idea what would have happened if he didn't break his leg. We don't actually know. Poirier probably would have won, but I could easily say the same thing about Cyril Gane versus Tom Aspinall, but we don't actually know, right? So I don't want to go there, right? I'm just talking about this matchup, right? Conor McGregor, better striker than Max Holloway, more power, more suited to be 170.
Joe Rogan, like many voices around the UFC, has shared his thoughts on Conor McGregor's return to the octagon. He believes McGregor is one of the very few fighters capable of attracting attention well beyond the core MMA audience. According to Rogan, the excitement surrounding a McGregor fight is unlike anything else in the sport, driven by his larger-than-life personality and unique ability to draw casual fans. Rogan even described the anticipation for McGregor's comeback as bananas, emphasizing the enormous expectations surrounding his return despite spending such a long time away from active competition.
But it's good for the sport. It's great for the sport. It's like, that's what we need. We need more competition, more eyeballs on it. And unfortunately for the the people that are casuals, it has to be a name. It has to, like, this Conor McGregor fight in July is going to be fucking bananas. It's going to be bananas. I mean, people are going to go crazy for the return of Conor McGregor because he's a giant personality.
But don't expect the same.
How could
you
it
just
be?
can't.
He hasn't fought in 5 years,
That's
right?
exactly it.
It's been 5 years.
But that's the problem.
It might be more.
Because they're going to all expect that.
I think it is a little over 5. It's almost 6, I think.
It might be 6 at the time of the fight.
It might be. I think it's
July.
5. I think it's 5 right now.
Joe Rogan has often praised Conor McGregor's preparation, especially before his legendary fight against Jose Aldo. According to Rogan, footage from McGregor's training camp showed him carefully studying and recreating Aldo's movements, repeatedly drilling the same left hand that ultimately ended the fight. Rogan also highlighted McGregor's elite offensive ability, particularly during the opening round, where his remarkable speed, precision, and timing made him one of the most dangerous strikers the sport had ever witnessed.
It's like when Conor knocked out Jose Aldo. You ever see that shit?
Yeah.
Where he was practiced? No doubt.
But he was better than Conor overall. Because his wrestling
His career
defense,
was certainly better than Conor's.
way better.
But the thing about Conor is, in that first round particularly, he's so explosive and so quick.
timing too.
Yes.
He comes in with the timing on fucking like dialed right in.
And that touch of death. He's got these big ass hands and he just fucking launches them at people. In that first round, he's one of the most dangerous guys alive.
For sure.
He's so good. And it's just, I wonder how he's going to come back with that leg break. Here it is. Here's him practicing. Like, he's doing like how Aldo moves, and then he's doing how he moves. Bam! That's it.
Joe Rogan recently shared his thoughts on what made Conor McGregor such a dangerous fighter, especially during his featherweight run. Rogan pointed to the difficult weight cuts McGregor endured to compete at 145 pounds, noting that weigh-in footage often showed him looking completely drained. Despite those demanding cuts, McGregor consistently delivered outstanding performances inside the octagon, using his exceptional size, power, precision, and timing to overwhelm opponents and establish himself as one of the division's most feared champions.
He cuts to 45.
Oh my God, he looked like death. Yeah. He was one of those guys when I would see him, that was the real weigh-ins. That wasn't the weigh-ins where guys were a ceremonial weigh-in, where they weighed in at 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, look at him at weigh-in. And that motherfucker looks like he's on death's door.
Yeah.
And all that flexing and craziness, like, your body is like, you could cramp up real bad at that point in
It's
time.
happened to me numerous times. You flex a little too hard after the weight cut.
Yeah, look at the difference. I mean, it's extraordinary. I mean, he's gaining a solid 20 plus pounds of water. So, like, just the amount of mental strength it took to get down to that 145, it was crazy. But at 145, he's so fucking big. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like that. There's a giant benefit to it, but man, the cost on your kidneys and your organs and
the chin,
the
reflexes.
Oh, your head, you're just fucking. But that was the IV days though too.
Yeah,
you could rehydrate.
4 banana bags to the face, you're fine. In it.
Bedtime MMA based his prediction largely on the stylistic advantages he believes Conor McGregor holds over Max Holloway. He argued that Holloway's high-volume striking and combination-heavy offense could play directly into McGregor's counter-striking game. In particular, he highlighted McGregor's straight left, uppercuts, and body kicks as the weapons most capable of disrupting Holloway's rhythm. He also pointed out that Holloway often moves forward in straight lines during exchanges, creating openings for clean counters, especially in the opening rounds when McGregor's speed and reactions are at their sharpest. According to Bedtime MMA, McGregor is at his most dangerous during the first 8 to 10 minutes of a fight when his timing, accuracy, and explosive power are at their peak. Although he acknowledged Holloway's advantage in the later rounds because of his relentless pace and cardio, he maintained explained that the outcome would likely be decided early. In his view, one perfectly timed shot from McGregor during that critical window could produce a knockdown or even a knockout. Ariel Helwani then reminded fans that he had been predicting a Conor McGregor vs Max Holloway rematch for weeks. He expressed confidence that the matchup would happen, pointing to several key factors. According to Helwani, the fight would reunite two of the UFC's biggest stars in a rematch of their 2013 meeting while reigniting a rivalry that has grown over the years. He also welcomed McGregor's return, calling it a major boost for the sport and noting that fans had been waiting a long time to see him compete again. Ariel added that McGregor appeared motivated and committed to doing everything necessary for another comeback, while also acknowledging the uncertainty created by such a lengthy layoff. Tim Welsh focused on the contrast between both fighters' recent activity and momentum, emphasizing Max Holloway's consistent run against elite competition. He reviewed Holloway's recent performance. Teddy Atlas offered his own perspective on why McGregor may still believe this is a favorable matchup. Atlas pointed to the likely size and strength advantage McGregor could enjoy at welterweight, arguing that he would probably be the bigger and more physical fighter. He noted that Holloway has always been known for his toughness, technical skill, and striking rather than overwhelming strength. Atlas suggested McGregor may believe that physical edge could help compensate for years of inactivity. Even so, Atlas repeatedly returned to one question: what does Conor McGregor still have left as a fighter? While acknowledging Holloway is no longer young himself, Atlas emphasized that Holloway's active schedule has kept his abilities proven and current. McGregor, by contrast, remains an unknown because there is no recent evidence showing what level he can still perform at. For Atlas, Holloway holds the advantage because of his activity, continued evolution, and experience against elite opponents. Despite praising McGregor's legendary career, he stressed that the long layoff, life outside the cage, and unanswered questions make this comeback difficult to predict. Regardless of which prediction proves correct, one thing is undeniable: this has the potential to become one of the UFC's biggest comeback stories in years. Conor McGregor still possesses the star power, confidence, and knockout ability that made him one of combat sport's biggest attractions. Across the cage, however, Max Holloway remains active, sharp, and battle-tested against the world's best. That contrast is exactly what makes this matchup so compelling. Some believe McGregor can shock the world once again, while others are convinced Holloway's pace, pressure, and championship experience over 5 rounds will ultimately be too much. Either way, the entire MMA world will be watching when these two finally meet inside the cage.